Hello everyone. As you guys may see, I am playing Farming Simulator. The only thing is, there's a twist here. It is not 19, it is not 17. Yes, it is 22. Farming Simulator 22 is now out. It's been out ever since the 22nd of last month. So while you can, if you guys enjoy playing Farming Simulator, go get it while you can. Today in this little video, we're going to be going over basically what's changed in what is different about 19 and what they made better and improved in the 2022. First, we're going to look at the layout on the screen. The controls are a little bit different. They're still all those same controls as 19 has always been. So, to toggle your flashlight is F, all that. As you see in the bottom left hand corner, we have a new map system. I wouldn't really say system, but it's a little different than 19. If you press 9, it goes bigger. You press 9 again, it goes to a fuller screen. Press 9 one more time. You can completely wipe off the map if you already know the map. Obviously, if you press it again, it'll bring it back up. As you guys see, everything is the same on the top right hand corner. You got your money, you got the time, you got the date, you got if it's sunny or cloudy, you got all that. What we're going to look at next is probably going to surprise some of you guys that you guys have been probably waiting on for a little while now. We're going to look at the map. 19 has a smaller map than 2022. 2022's map is a lot bigger. It's more funner to go around and explore. Your fields are 10 times bigger than what 19 is. You have more fields. You have basically more area to play around with. As you see, they are not done with everything. They probably still have more to go. Like you can see, the road still climbs up and up. You can see that they aren't finished. Hopefully later into the year goes as 2022 / 21, it will grow. That is most guaranteed that this game will grow. The next thing we're going to move on is you guys see these little blue markers around the map. These markers indicate where you guys can sell things like grain, dairy, grapes, all that jazz. It also shows you what fields are being planted, same as 19, but I want to say it's a little more better looking. If you go over, we got a few new things. We got oilseed radish, so that is a new one. We also got the growth. I will say that it does look a little bit better than 19. What I could say that they could work on is when it says plowed, I think, wait, no, there's one on here that will light up the whole map They probably already fixed that in the previous update of last night. Alright, moving on. The next thing on our side menu down here, on the left, you'll see that you have like a steering wheel. This is really cool. That's now just came to Farming Simulator. Is they have now finally placed an AI driver to drive your tractors anywhere around the map. All you have to do to access this is find one of your tractors, click it. I'm going to use the AR410. Down here on the bottom left hand corner, you'll see it's got tools. You'll see set destination and create job. These are very handy. You can create a job for the tractor or the driver to do. The set destination will put an AI driver to any vehicle that you want or you select, and you choose the destination and it will drive there. I thought that was pretty cool what they did, and I really appreciate it because it really helps a lot when you're on multiplayer and you're going back and forth with like crops and different equipment that you may need. Like a plow, your plow could be at field 11 and you're at field 70. You could easily have a driver go and get that for you. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to go to this little calendar. This is pretty cool as well of what they did. It's a crop calendar. I really enjoyed this so much because you have seasons now. It's not like Farming Simulator where you have to go in and download a season pack. This is already built in. Yes, there is a thing. You can turn it off. But I like to make mine more realistic. So what this basically shows you is what what crops you can start seeding at a certain time of the month. So all the green is the planting season. Now let's say for you want to plant oats and it's May. You can't plant oats. It has to be a green bar during that month. If there is no green bar, you must wait a full year to redo it. But it doesn't mean each crop is going to be the same. The other thing is that's pretty cool is it shows you when you can harvest them for the harvesting season. It also gives you a lot more time as in 2 months or 3 months. Just depends. Some of them are going to be full year round, like popular or whatever, grass and oil seeds. Those are all going to be all year round with harvesting. Now, the planting season is more than half of the year round, but still, it's a great opportunity to take advantage of because you can do other things as you wait for a certain kind of crop you want to grow. Another thing is we'll go to the weather. This is pretty cool as well because it'll show you the weather and what it's going to look like throughout the week so that you know like kind of what equipment and what you're going to basically need. We're going to go to this little chart. This will tell you your stored goods and where you can buy and selling them at. So wheat, all of these are great options. In what Farming Simulator 22 did, Giants have now made it where if, let's say, you click on this, you can place it, you can tag the place, and you can go sell the crop. This is pretty cool, and I really enjoy using it because it helps a lot when working with things. You do have a lot more things like eggs, wool, milk, wood chips, straw, diesel, road salt, flour, bread, cake, butter, cheese, fabric, clothes, and more accessories like that you can sell as well. But you have to have the right equipment for it, as in the right buildings, and I'll get to that soon. And then everything else is basically the same as in Farming Simulator. You have your settings, you have your farm, you have your farm animals, the cash of what you've been spending and whatnot. These are all basic, but they are different. These are all different remodeled. What you can do is you can turn traffic off if you'd like. In traffic, I really like it because they move a lot faster, and it just brings up the speed of you trying to get somewhere. The seasonal growth is on, so if you guys are wanting to turn that off because of the snow, that's what the seasonal growth is going to be under. You also can turn off snow. There's a lot of pretty good details in here that will help you guys out now, that I think is really cool, of what Giants did, and I really appreciate it. Now we're going to move on to the shop. It's going to be the same button on the keyboard, which is P. Press it. You got all your different options of what you would have in Farming Simulator. Instead of you scrolling to the side, it is now up and down, which is really cool. Same way with the trailers, up and down. You got the objects, same but different layout. Another thing that I thought is pretty cool is they have now added a pack. What this does is it gives you the right options of what you're going to need for the crops. Let's say you want to grow grapes. You click on grapes. It will give you all the oops, sorry about that. It'll give you all the equipment that you will need. Let's say you want to do animals. It will give you everything that you'll need for the animals. And then winter, like for snow, you'll have like pretty cool, awesome equipment. Another thing is now you can access the vehicle sales packs that you can buy off Steam, but also put in your game. Your garage is now on the side. It will show you everything that you have. I definitely have a lot more than this. The cool thing about this is let's say we want our large tractor. You just double click it and it'll bring up all your large tractors you have. It's more organized and easier to locate. Another thing is you have your downloaded mods and DLCs that you can look for. Like if you just want your mods in game, you'd go to the mods and DLC, and here they are right here. Another thing is some of you guys are wondering, oh wait, where is the farmhouse and the objects, the decoration? Where is that located? Don't stress about it, but it is actually these 3 lines. You have your farm dealer, and this is pretty cool. So you don't even have to drive to the dealership. You can actually access it here, but it does charge a fee for every animal you buy. Once you guys log into the game, you have a wardrobe, which is pretty cool. It's where you can customize your character and put whatever you want on them. Like, let's say you guys are dealing with bees, you can now officially put a bee suit on, which is pretty cool. Or let's say you just want to do lumber, you also have a lumber outfit, which is pretty cool. I really enjoy it. The other thing is you got your construction. You would double click it, and it'll take a minute to load up, which is quite alright. But now you have where your buildings, your products, your animals, decoration, and landscaping is going to be. All this was just on 19, it was just in a thing. Now you can actually access it and place it where you want it to be. So you have different kinds of sheds, which is a lot better. You have silos. You have silo extensions, which is a lot better as well. Basically, it's a lot better, a lot more organized, a lot more detailed. You also got your productions. So you got your factories, which this is what you will need, like to bake cake or make grape juice or whatnot. You also have your sell point for like different things like farmers market, um, bakeries, restaurants, all that jazz. You also got greenhouse, and they actually do work. You also got orchard. This is where you will go to do the grapes and the olives. You also have generators, which is where your government sign is going to be in case you want to earn money as well. You also have different options like solar panels, windmills, all that. Your animals, they're all nice and organized, so instead of how 19 is, where they were all built into only one, they're now separated by each animal type, like cows, horses, pigs, sheep, chicken, bees, and others. You can also click on them, and it'll show you the right ones and what you'll need for them. Decoration. They now added fences, so you can place fences now, which is pretty sweet. Then you got lights, which will really help, like in nighttime when you're dealing with like putting equipment into barns like hay bales or whatnot. You also got other for like small wooden shacks or garden sheds. And then landscape is a lot different and a lot easier to use for you guys that want to make your own driveways and whatever. They also now have a level, which is pretty cool, is it will level the ground. They also added in soften, which will soften it afterwards, which I think is pretty cool with everything about that. Other than that, we're going to take a look at the barn and a few things that we noticed different around the map. So, the farmhouse. You can see that it goes down as a slope. It is officially level. The farmhouse is level. So that is something good I really enjoy. We got a mechanic barn, which is where your truck you'll have a truck spawn where my truck is. It definitely won't be my truck unless you have the mod. But you can actually work on your equipment now. All you would have to do is go down these stairs and bam, you can work on your equipment. The best thing I like about the barn is you may ask how to get into it. Or is it a mod? It is not a mod. This barn in the mechanic barn will be there. You now can open the barn gates. The best thing I like about this is that they also got more barn doors on the side. You may think, well, this is a small barn besides all the way up there. Nope, it's not all. You have a basement for like putting like hay bales or equipment. You would also go how you would get like a forklift or a skid steer down here. So you would open those doors and drive it right in. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to go to the barn to my equipment, and I'm going to show you guys a few things. Yes, the fertilizer machine is 10 times bigger than 19. Their equipment is more bigger, and it really helps. It really does. We're gonna hop in here, start this up. I will say the detail on these vehicles are more detailed and more efficient with the graphics. They look 10 times better, and I really appreciate it. Now, what I noticed when I got on here today is when I went to go back up, I realized that nothing was showing up for me to attach this over in my controls. That is due to now you have to get out and it will pop up at the bottom of your screen. Then you will attach it, and I don't know if you can disable this, but you possibly can. You might have to do a little bit of research, or it just might be a part of an update that is now to Farming Simulator 19, 2022. Everything is different, it's the same, but it's more modern and more better and easier to use, I would say. You actually have things that you can do while waiting for seasons to change. And other than that, you will start out with a few of the fields. You'll start out with the fields by your house, which is this one and the one where my other John Deere tractor is. You'll also start out with quite a bit of this. You will not start out with the shed right here that I'm facing. That is due to it is a mod. I put that in. But other than that, everything looks better. It's a lot more easier to use. It's more realistic, and I really appreciate it. With that being said, I hope you guys liked the little walkthrough, and I hope you guys really enjoyed it. I hope it helps you guys for when you guys are, you know, first playing out the game. Other than that, thank you for coming out tonight, taking a chance to watch this video, and I hope you enjoy Farmulators 2022. Please leave a comment in the description about how well that Giants did making this game. Y'all have a great night.